Hello and welcome back to Minecraft Hardcore Season 2. It's been a while. How have you all been doing? Thanks for asking, I'm doing great. Anyway, I have a smelting problem in this world. The problem being that my smelting experience is actually kinda painful. And that's not a good thing to have when you've been wanting to smelt as much copper as I have. I mean, this chest has barely in it, but that's just because I've used 99% of it already on Cherryville. Copper's not the only thing I want to smelt either. There's sand for glass, or the raw ores, all sorts of stuff really. Now it's not like I can't smelt any of that stuff. I do have a bunch of furnaces down at the bottom of this mine here, but it's manual, and that's horrifying. Oh my goodness, if I want to smelt things down here, I have to constantly click in and out of UIs to do the same repetitive clicking task a dozen times, and that is something I do not like doing. Call me lazy if you want, but my ideal game would be something that doesn't involve UIs at all, because it just flashes up on the screen and it's taking away from my fun time of actually playing the game, and it's more immersive without them anyway. Luckily for me, Mojang has started thinking like that too with some of their more recent updates, like the chiseled bookshelf. So today, we're going to build ourselves a super smelter. But not just any old super smelter, I'm going to build an overly complicated redstone super smelter machine that above all else, leaves you afterwards thinking, wow. That was surely satisfying to use. So you might be wondering, how big of a super smelter am I going to build? Well, I'm thinking a good number will be 33 furnaces. Why 33? Because I did the maths, and that's how many would fit in the room, you silly. Anyway, the room itself will be situated directly beneath the villager trading hall. I did say I wanted this build to be multi-purpose, and I think a storage room, a trading hall, and a super smelter is pretty good going myself. So I guess I've got a big of a hole to dig down here to fit everything in, don't I? But that's not all, the super smelter itself will be quite hungry for resources, and I suspect that I only have a fraction of the amount of iron that will be required. 38 iron blocks might be a lot, but when you try to turn all of that into enough hoppers for a giant furnace array, you'll find that all of that iron will just vanish into thin air. I can't even get a stack of hoppers from this, so I'm going to have to go on a good mining session for iron. And since we're going to make this an overly complicated redstone super smelter, we also need a little bit of slime for sticky pistons. That should be easy enough to gather though, we've got a nearby swamp after all. Iron is the first thing on my agenda though, so away we go! This trail ruins is a good landmark. I've already mined for some copper here previously, so we've already got a bit of a staircase. Let's see if we can't get a good amount of iron from here too. Oh, what's this? A mine shaft? I could explore a mine shaft. Is it safe to come out here? Yeah, we're good. Let's see if there's any good iron in the walls. Oh, creeper. Hello. No, you can just stay there and die. Thank you very much. What have we got on here? Okay, this is actually really good loot. I don't have any glowberries yet, I need more name tags, and there's even detector rails, which I was hoping to use in the super smelter. I guess I don't have to craft those then. I was exploring this for iron, but I have to say it's been terrible so far. I think I might still be too high up in the world, because all I've come across is copper. But copper's good too. That is something I also need a lot of. Oh, shoot. Cave spider spawner. Nope. We'll have none of that today, thank you. Ah, finally. We've got some iron. Oh, it's only 2 blocks. I literally came down here to mine for iron, and there's basically none of it here. Iron is most common at Y16, so I must be way too high in the world to get a decent amount of, say what now? Oh my gosh, you cannot be serious! This seed is insane! I've just found the stronghold without using any Eyes of Ender. That wasn't my goal today. Have I seriously just stumbled my way to the dragon fight? No, I can't be distracted by that. I have a super smelter to build. But I might just do a little bit of exploring here. I spy, there we go. This is really the stronghold. Oh my, what have I done? So I'm a little bit worried about the world generation here. You see, I'm very close to my base right now. Normally I would say that this is brilliant because the end portal is so close, but I'm in a very real scenario right here where the portal room hasn't generated because my base is in old 1.14 chunks and the new 1.20 trail ruins that I found is very close to the border of those chunks. I'm really hoping that we have a portal room, but I may find myself being disappointed. I'm putting a lot of faith in hope right now. Something I could listen out for to help though is silverfish noises. I think the only way they can spawn outside of breaking blocks is via the spawner next to the portal. So maybe I can use that as a way to find the portal room just in case the world generation has cut it off from the rest of the stronghold. This is a jailbreak! Invisible citizens of the stronghold, you're all now free! Get out of here, Skelly. Oh, we've got a chest. Anything good in here? Oh my, that's a lot of diamonds, awesome! Oh my gosh, there it is! The silverfish noise! I think it's coming from above me in this direction. Come on, please be the portal room, please be the portal room. Yeah! We have the portal room! Oh, this is so good, the end is right next to my base! I love this so much. I barely have to travel anywhere. Oh, look at that, my fears were very valid. You see that? That's an old 1.14 chunk right there. I am right on the border. If I had generated just one more chunk in the wrong direction, I wouldn't have gotten this portal room. That's insane. Oh my gosh, I can't believe I've just found the end portal room without any Eyes of Ender. I am actually gobsmacked. We won't go to the end today though. This episode already has a main objective. But wow, have I gotten lucky here or what? I have to know. I just have to know. How far away from my base am I really? Where is this portal? Oh, that's water. Where is this? I'm in a pond. Oh, look, there it is! My base is right there! Right, I have to make a pillar here to remind myself where the portal is. Behold! The mighty pillar of blocks of whatever I happen to have on me! The pillar of the end! This is actually serving as really good inspiration for me right now. I could make a portal room build here, and have it be visible from my base. I'd be able to see whatever I happen to choose to do. But anyway, I've gotten seriously distracted. I was supposed to be mining for iron, so let's get back to that. Okay, we've gone down to the best iron level at Y16 this time, no distractions from mine shafts and strongholds, and I have to say, we're getting a much better haul already. Whoa, that's a cave I don't want to get into just yet. Just 2 more blocks of ore and I'll stop. I've filled my inventory with stuff, and I've got even more stuff in my ender chest too. Hopefully that's good enough. Ah, no, phantoms, go away! Oh, that was only 2 hits. What happened to the third one? Oh, it's still following me. Ha! Take that, you flying rat. You won't get the hit on me. Whoa, wait, I have a mending bow? When did I get that? Did I fish that up too? Okay, that's a huge plus. You know what? I actually have a couple of unenchanted bows too, so I think I will take this opportunity to create the ultimate mending bow to last me for the rest of the world right now. If I combine these 2 bows together, I'll have Power 5, Unbreaking 3, and Mending. So what else am I looking for? Punch 2 and Flame, right? I can get that pretty easily, I think. And just like that, we already have Flame. Good, good. Oh, that's not Punch 2. Let's try again. Oh, nice. There we go. Punch 2. And it's got Infinity as well. Okay, well, that means I've got a choice to make. Do I want Infinity or Mending on my Forever Bow? And the answer there is actually quite simple. An Infinity Bow can never be a Forever Bow. So, of course, the Mending Bow wins out by a mile. Obviously. How could I make any other choice? We're gonna call this bow Arrow Flinger. Ah, just look at those enchantments. It's beautiful. I do like my storage room, but it needs a little bit more functionality to make it even more useful. Like a nearby anvil and smithing table. I think it would be a good idea to place my armor stands on top of them as well. Yeah, I think that actually looks a lot better like that. And we make the room more useful at the same time. Oh my gosh, I think I said this last time, but just look at all of these villagers that the villager breeder has produced. I've got so many outfits squished into one place. Why is this my favourite place to fortune up ores? That's a genuine question. I just keep coming back and mining ores in front of these villagers' faces. Like, am I trying to show off in front of them here or something? Why do I always do this? That is definitely a good amount of iron though. Hopefully that'll be enough to build our overly complicated redstone super smelter. Oh no, I can't resist the temptation anymore. I've been thinking about it too much, and the thought is just too enticing. The villagers must be freed. I must release the villagers. Ah, What's done is done. The villagers are loose. Oh, gosh, why are they swarming me? Well then, I guess they're all free now. I've only gone and done it. Oh, the swamp villager is already admiring the cats. Of course, whatever else could I expect? Cats do like to be worshipped. So hopefully these free-roaming villagers will help add to the atmosphere of this place and make it feel like an actual populated town. Hey look buddy, the villagers are loose. You'll get some actual civilized activity out of your window now. How great is that? It's interesting looking at these villagers because you begin to notice little quirks of their behaviour. You see, villagers aren't really active, like at all, at night time if they don't have a bed. They just don't know what to do with themselves. They'll pretty much just stand still. They're all just waiting for that one specific time in the morning. Oh, there they go. They've just realised it's daytime and suddenly they're all really active. Anyway, that's enough distractions. I have a haul today, so let's get to it. And welcome back everyone, I've dug a big hole underneath the villager trading hall. Ah, it was such an entertaining time, you know? Breaking blocks, no beacon, it just goes on and on and on. Oh, it's so slow. But anyway, we have a hole now, which will hopefully be deep enough for our overcomplicated but oh so satisfying to use Redstone Super Smelter. Oh, that name just gets longer and longer every time I say it, doesn't it? I was down there for a while too, so how are the villagers looking right now? Are they still alive? Oh, there's actually quite a lot of them. They haven't all been murdered by zombies yet. Although that is going to be a forever ongoing process unless I raise some walls for Cherryville. Anyway, I still need slime for my sticky pistons. So I'm going to make use of the next few nights to get myself some slime balls at the local swamp. This lily pad looks like a good place to let them spawn. Oh, I see one! Target acquired! Oh man, it's only a medium slime. I mean, it's a start, but I could really do with the bigger ones. Oh, this looks like a good music disc opportunity. Come on, give me something good. Yes, we got one! Now get out of here, Skelly. Which disc is that, though? Strad? Okay, another disc to add to my collection. I mean, I think my collection only consists of Relic and Strad right now, but it's a start! Anyway, after a few nights of killing slimes, I have enough to craft 25 sticky pistons. I need 28 for a satisfying display, but I have 3 in a chest just here, so that's all good with me. Oh man, I forgot. I might need sticky pistons for the redstone itself too. I've got to go back to the swamp again. Well, at least that didn't take too long. That slime over there should be more than enough for me. Yep, we got 14 slime balls. That'll be more than enough. So then, I guess we get started with building the incredibly overcomplicated but oh so satisfying to use Redstone Super Smelter of Destiny. I might drop off the Destiny part. That might feel a bit unneeded. Anyway, the plan is to have 14 furnaces on each of the side walls here and 5 at the end here, which should come up to 33 furnaces total. So you might be wondering, why is this going to be an overcomplicated redstone super smelter? Well, I've lined up sticky pistons along the side walls because I'm going to try and create a nice reveal kind of effect. The idea is that all of the furnaces on the sides will be hidden from view, but when I come down here to cook something, I press a button, and all of the furnaces will suddenly reveal themselves, other than the ones at the end here, because that's where the output will be. And they'll all light up immediately afterwards, and that'll look so cool. And then when the furnaces are done, they'll go dark again. And then the sticky pistons will hide them away again, which I'm hoping will be incredibly satisfying to watch. So, let's try and make that happen. So just to try and give a little bit more of a visual understanding of what I'm saying, I've hooked the sticky pistons up with redstone, and I've added stairs, which will be our revealing block. So when the super smelter is not in use, everything will be hidden away. And when it is in use, everything exposes itself. Only I don't want to reveal everything in one instant. I think revealing them one by one in a kind of wave effect would be a really fantastic idea. So we're going to try and do that instead. And it's actually really quite simple to get that wave effect. You simply need a line of observers underneath the sticky pistons, and a line of repeaters underneath the observers. This should work. Let's give it a quick test run. So I put my lever here, give it a flick, and yeah, that's exactly the kind of effect that I want. So when the super smelter is inactive, all of the furnaces will be hidden away just like that, and when we need to use it, we'll send a minecart hopper holding all of our materials over all of the furnaces to serve as our input, and all of the furnaces will reveal themselves just before lighting up. This should even create a really nice lighting effect in this room too. So I'm thinking that I might have this be a really dark room, just to increase the visual effect here. We're going to be able to play with lighting for once. Oh no, guys! I'm stuck! I can't stop! This is too addictive! Oh, I'm really going to struggle to pull myself away from this. It's like I'm a child again and I've discovered a new toy. And I have to play with it. And nothing can distract me. Well, I can tell you one way that can distract me. Leaving for my holiday. Yeah, I had already recorded half of this episode before I left, and now I'm back. Hooray! Anyway, for the keen-eyed observers out there, I've got a brand new cherry blossom cape. Oh, it's gonna suit Cherryville so well. I got this cape for participating in the Minecraft Live mob vote, which I originally didn't think that I would be able to do because I was flying on a plane on the day of Minecraft Live, but it turns out that the mob vote was up for 2 days this time, so I got really lucky there. I voted for the crab, which lost. Yeah, what's that about? We could literally have the crab rave in Minecraft and have extra block reach, and you guys voted for the armadillo? Come on, everyone. Why are you always making the wrong choice in these things? Anyway, I had tried to record some more stuff on this earlier today, but I've been gone for so long that I got a forced Windows update. And you know what it did? Yeah, it broke my OBS audio settings. And I didn't realise and started recording, and when I finished I found that I had been completely muted. No audio at all. I'm so annoyed. Luckily, I don't feel like I lost too much. I basically just hooked up all of the furnaces with hoppers and then put some chests at the back to serve as the input. I'm also changing the input signal to be a button rather than a lever, since that's what we're going to use when this build is done. We're going to simply press a button and the incredibly overcomplicated Redstone Super Smelter will make the decision for itself when it should stop sending out the hopper minecarts. Which in specific terms would be when the brain of the system notices that the 2 hopper minecarts are empty. I mean, I could leave it as how the system currently is, but I think we can all agree that that would be a very bad idea. Yeah, that's not exactly the effect that I was going for. So we won't be lazy today. We need some kind of latching process for the cherry stairs there, so that the sticky pistons don't just retract them again. And I think we'll be able to do that with a pulse extender that activates when I press the button, and stays on for as long as the items are being smelted. But first we're going to work on the brain of the system that stops the minecart. It's really going to be as simple as a detector rail, a comparator, and a few repeaters. The comparator will read the hopper minecart when it's on the detector rail whenever it comes back to grab more items. That signal then goes into 4 repeaters all set at 4 ticks, so that the hopper minecarts will be under the input chest for just enough time to take away more items that it came back with. This way we ensure that the minecart is full and never runs out of items to feed into the system when there are still items in the input chests. Otherwise it would start only dropping items in the first few furnaces due to running out on the journey, which wouldn't be very helpful. It also means that the minecart only ever stops when both it and the input chests are empty, as the comparator will fail to read the minecart at that stage. Lots of decision making there, solved by such a simple circuit. What a fantastic brain. And now I'm going to make the initial latch that keeps the furnaces exposed for long enough that they can smelt their first item when I press that first button. Like I said, we're going to use a pulse extender, which really is just as simple as looping comparators together like this. Allow me to demonstrate with this lever. Oh, I suspect a button would have been the better choice. But anyway, the point is, the pulse extender will keep the signal from my initial button press active for just the right amount of time for the furnaces to smelt something. Once the signal is fully degraded, we'll have moved on to a different separate pulse extender, which will be fully charging whenever one of the hoppers below the furnaces passes an item through it. These 2 active signals will be what keeps the furnaces revealed, and when they fully degrade, the sticky pistons will hide away the furnaces again. Ideally, I wanted to have the comparator reading from the first hopper, but I think it's got to be the second one. Hopper speed can be a little too fast sometimes, so I just really want to guarantee that the comparator gets a reading. And we'll have that comparator go into a repeater. And that will fully charge the second pulse extender. Okay then, now that we've got all of our redstone in, let's give this a test run. So I can just press this button. Okay, good. Everything's working so far. Oh no! Why did it close? Is it an issue with the hopper pulse extender? I don't think so. It doesn't look like it. Yeah, that part of the circuit works just fine, I think. So clearly my initial latch wasn't going for long enough, which is weird because I literally have this circuit in a creative test world, and I already have the correct amount of comparators. Why on earth is this different? Oh, I know it. Okay, scratch that. I was supposed to have a block here. The signal was degrading too quickly because I had 2 redstone dust as opposed to 1 dust and a block. Yeah, that should be the problem. Okay, let's give it another test run. I just press this button. Good. The furnaces have been revealed. Now I just need them to stay like that. Please don't close on me. Please don't close on me. This is looking good. Yes! I think this has been long enough for an item to smelt. The system works. Yes, I did the redstone thing. Oh, that's so cool. And it's going to be oh so satisfying to watch when I finish this build. Oh, see that? The furnaces have run out of items to smelt, which in turn means that they are hidden away again. Awesome. Just the way I wanted it. So now I've just got to mirror all of that redstone on the other side. I'll be back with you when that's done. Ah, no. Enderman, get out of here, please. You're not welcome, thank you. Well, after a little bit more work, I have fully mirrored the redstone from one side of the room to the other. So now both sides of the super smelter should reveal and hide itself when I use the system. I've also put in the time to dig out the area surrounding the redstone lines too, because I think that's an issue of mine. I usually try to cram all of the redstone in a small hole, only taking up whatever space is necessary. But when you do that, you can't see 99% of it when you're trying to show it off. So, I'm glad I've done this, because now whenever I go backstage to show off the redstone, people can actually see the whole thing and let their eyes figure everything out for themselves. It's an entirely visual thing, but I think I should do it more often. But now that we have all of our redstone in place, I can give a quick demonstration of how we're going to be playing with lighting with this build. Because it's not just going to be the revealing and hiding away of the furnaces that's going to look cool. The way that the furnaces light up the room should also look pretty good too. That's the hope anyway. Let's just shove some materials in there. I'm getting a lot of smooth stone from all of the testing that I'm doing here, by the way. I'll have to think of something I can use it for. But anyway, I think that looks awesome. It certainly adds a lot of visual energy to this place. It's like something's being charged up. I love it. Now the furnaces are deactivating, and the pistons close up after them. Oh my. It's working! My redstone machine is actually working! Now I was hoping to use some very dark materials for this build, and unfortunately the ones that I want to use I don't have. I'm going to need some nether brick fences, soul sand, and black stone. All of which I don't really have a good supply of, so I guess I have to go to the nether. Luckily for me, the nether brick fences are extremely easy to obtain since our portal is in a nether fortress. In fact, I've been taking the opportunity to grab some nether brick blocks as well. Oh nice, we've got a diamond in here. And 3 more in this chest. Awesome. I got quite a bit of loot just then. So let's put it all in my storage system before I go looking for soul sand and blackstone. Hey you! Your bones look fat. And so's your mum. Ah, no wither skull. Shame. No, I am not letting you blow up my dirt bridge while I'm on it. Go away, please. So luckily, I already know where a soul sand valley is because I glimpsed one when I was looking for a couple of blackstone blocks in the last episode. So I just need to tunnel my way there. There we go. This looks like the place. All of the soul sand I could ask for. Nice. And now I just need blackstone. Since we can get it at the bottom of the nether, that's probably going to be the best place to go, seeming as we don't know where a basalt delta or a bastion is. Ah, yeah, see? Just a few pockets like this one and we should be in business. Yup, this is enough blackstone for me. And we've got plenty of soul sand in my ender chest as well. Though I don't think I mentioned why I wanted soul sand. I won't be building with it. I wanted to make use out of soul lighting. I've got to light up the super smelter with something to keep it from being a spawnable space, and soul lighting will help me keep the place as dark as possible so that we actually get a good lighting up effect from the furnaces. Oh, we've got another wither skull opportunity here. Come on, please drop one for me. Ah, shame. None today, I guess. Why on earth have all of my villagers gathered up on top of that hill? What's going on over there? There's nothing there. Why are they doing this? Look at this, they're even climbing trees. These villagers are insane. Oi, no zombies here, thank you. My goodness, these villagers really do have a mind of their own. I don't know why they're gathering over here, but I'm not going to question it, and I'm just going to leave them to it. So now that we have all of the materials we needed, I say we get started with the build. It's going to be like a really dark dungeon with fire and cracked bricks. It's going to be awesome. So let's get to it. And welcome back, everyone. we have completed our incredibly overcomplicated redstone super smelter, and I think it looks good. Oh, I just love how much visual energy I've got in this place. We've lit up the corners with soul campfires, which helps add to the energy of the build with the rising smoke, and to make it look like the fires are never really allowed to go out down here. And this is still Cherryville too, so I had to include the cherry wood. There's soul lanterns in the middle of the room too, just making sure that everything is just barely lit up to prevent mob spawning. And now, allow me to show off all of the energy that this super smelter has when I try to cook something. Let's just put a stack of stone in each chest here, press the button, and would you just look at that. Oh, yes, it looks so good. I love it. And the lighting has done one last reveal too. I put a cherry hardcore heart in the ceiling here, and it's only really noticeable when the furnaces light up. Oh, I love this place. It's even better than I hoped for. And there goes the pistons under the furnaces. Unfortunately, the furnaces didn't go out that time, and that's actually a fueling issue that I can't currently control, but I can in the future. You see, how long a furnace is lit up for all depends on which fuel I use. Coal keeps the furnaces lit up for enough time to smelt 8 items, which is far too long, and the pistons will close on them before they've gone out. So what we really need is a simple to obtain fuel that only smelts 1 item, or a fraction that goes into 1. And that's why bamboo will be the perfect fuel source. 1 bamboo can smelt 1/4 of an item, so you need 4 bamboo to fully smelt 1 item. And it's also renewable without player interaction. Not only that, but we can upgrade whatever bamboo farm we happen to build in the future. You see, 1.21 will introduce the crafter block, which allows automatic crafting. This means that I'll be able to use sticks for fuel instead, with 2 sticks cooking 1 item rather than 4 bamboo. So it will be much more efficient in the future. But we need a bamboo farm first, and we don't have one. So for now, the super smelter is fueled by manually putting in coal. But we can solve that issue in the future. But I can show off just how much better bamboo is than coal for this place. Just this once. I press the button, and everything reveals itself. Oh, this is never going to get old. And then the bamboo runs out at the exact same time as the items stop flowing out of the furnaces. So this time the pistons close after the furnaces turn off, which is just how I wanted it. So yeah, that's my incredibly overcomplicated but oh so satisfying to use redstone super smelter. What do you think? It's pretty cool, huh? And I'm sorry about the long break between episodes there. That was much longer than I ever expected it to be. But keep in mind that I was just about as far away from my PC as humanly possible for a couple weeks there. And then when I finally got back, I was suffering from some pretty bad jet lag, which took me like a week to get over. Like, I could just not play Minecraft in the evenings after my day job because my body would just be straight up crashing on me. I could not keep my eyes open. Anyway, I'm back now, and I'm ready to rumble. So, I'll see you in the next one. Bye!